Hey, welcome to the Mostly Skateboarding podcast. I'm your host, Templeton Elliott, and I'm joined this week by Jason from Frozen and Carbonite to talk with Lau Willems about her new part for their skateboards, her Love and Unity part, and so much more. 2026 is Lau's year. From the Explore page to a spot on their skateboards, it's been a meteoric rise. Last Friday, we got the welcome part for there, and just 3 months before that, we got her Love and Unity part. Mixed in between those parts are numerous appearances in Adidas edits. Lau, how do you stay so productive?
Hi, thanks for having me on the show.
Of course.
How I stay so productive? I don't know. I just love skating. Like, I love to be out. I love to be filming, just having fun at a spot and then see whatever happens.
Nice.
Lau, Jason, thanks so much for coming on the program. Coming up skating in Belgium, who did you look up to from the local scene?
I think there was like a lot of friends I had at the local park that were like just all really good skaters. And then I kind of grew up with Yunus Amrani too. So I guess that's where I get a lot of like my trick selection and style from. We had Axel Kruisbergs, just so many good skaters from Belgium. Phil Zwijse, Fries Tailleux. There's so many.
Yeah, Younes is a beast. I was just looking at his Instagram, and he's still like progressing, it seems like, which is crazy.
Yeah, he never stops.
So Lau, I discovered you through Instagram. Is that kind of how you blew up?
I guess so. I think I did like a big spin fakie mani at the skate park, and I guess that one just went viral. And I guess it all kind of started happening from there.
And when you say it all started happening, what started happening?
Just like going on more trips, getting invited on an Adidas trip, because I already skated for Adidas Flow.
Mm-hmm.
Got invited on a trip. That was one of the best trips. And then got on Adidas, got on there, went to San Francisco, like met everyone at Deluxe, and just been skating since then.
Yeah, speaking of that, what's it been like working with Deluxe Distribution for the past few years?
It's awesome. They are really kind, all of them, and they always welcome me when I'm around. They send me boards, they send me the stuff I need, trucks, wheels. Jeff from there is like the best person ever, so motivating. They're super supportive, and it's just really awesome to be a part of the Deluxe crew.
Yeah, you mentioned you've been out there. I feel like you've seen a decent amount of the West Coast of America. What's your impression of the United States?
Skating wise or in general?
Yeah, let's I want to hear skating wise and in general.
I'd say skating wise, it differs. Like if you like LA compared to San Francisco, for example. Say LA has more like perfect spots, but then everything's been done. I do like to go out there because there's just a lot of spots you can go to and then just like skate all the time. But then I feel like the spots don't look as good as European spots. And it's like harder to be unique or creative because, I mean, all the LA spots have been destroyed for years. Then San Francisco is really different. Like all the spots are so hard to skate. Like everything's crusty or in a downhill or hasn't been skated or has been skated and has been destroyed. So I guess it's really different. I might prefer San Francisco over LA. And I guess I haven't really seen a lot of other cities though on the West Coast.
Well, I mean,
Like
you
Seattle,
came through,
Berkeley.
yeah, Seattle and Portland.
I haven't skated much around there though. Or like I haven't street skated much around. I've been to Portland and then Seattle, but it was like a quick
Got it.
stop. So I'd love to go there and stay there for a longer period of time and just like check out all the spots. And
Yeah, I live near Portland, so it's plenty to skate out here
I heard.
if you're used to rough stuff, which it sounds like you are down with the crust.
I'm definitely down with the crust. It's just it's harder, so much harder.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, talking about spots, we, at least us in America, always think of Europe as having all these ledge plazas everywhere. Is there anywhere like that in Belgium, or what are the best ledge spots out there?
I feel like a lot of people I feel like a lot of people think that Europe has like only ledge plazas. I guess that's mostly like Barcelona or like Spanish cities. Like Belgium, we don't really have plazas like that. I'd say we don't really have like the best ledge spots either. Or we'll have some, but the ledges might be crusty or the floor might be really crusty.
Right.
Compared to like Barcelona has all these like marble tiled plazas, which are really, really fun to skate. But I'd say Belgium would be more comparable to like the rougher cities, the spots, like rougher grounds. And
Right. So what are your favorite ledge spots to skate in Europe in general, like Lisbon, Barcelona, wherever?
I would say like favorite to skate might be like the one in Lisbon that we went with the Adidas trip. It has like this viewpoint. It has like these two benches
Yeah, I think I know the one you're talking about.
angled like an L shape. That's
Yeah.
really fun to skate. Just a little crowded with the people who come to see like the view. Um, but those ledges were perfect, and the floor is super good. And then we have this spot that's around the corner from where I live. We call it the Blue Ledge. It isn't blue anymore. It used to be blue. That's the one I did like the shove it back nose grind 180 or shove it crook 180. And it's actually not a good ledge. It's just really crusty. It's really hard to skate, but it's just in a playground and it's like the local famous spot. Like there's been so many tricks done there that it's just fun to go there and try something that hasn't been done or just skate it for a bit.
I was wondering, what's it been like going from just a regular skater skating your local spots to being like a jet setting sponsored skater traveling the world and getting support from brands like Adidas and Bear?
It's been I don't know. It's been crazy. It's been like a wild year. Especially, I guess I had a lot of stuff in my personal life at the same time too. So it's been good to be out and away. It's also quite like I wouldn't say exhausting, but it's hard like traveling all the time, going from trip to trip, and no resting periods anymore. I used to have a full time job, so I would skate like 2 or 3 times a week, and I like rest the days in between. And now it's more of like a just wake up, grab my board, go skate. But it's been amazing. Like I've seen so many nice places. I've met so many awesome people. So I'm really
Yeah.
happy this worked out like this. Like it's definitely a different life. Like it's not as easy to get by and pay rent and whatnot, but it's I couldn't wish for anything else at this point.
Yeah, I'm interested to know, like, how did you make that decision to leave your job? I mean, you're an engineer. I mean, I'm sure that's a pretty good job to have, and to leave that and be I guess you're not a pro skater yet, but to chase this dream. How did that decision come about? Or like, yeah,
I guess my job as an engineer, I made pretty good money, but I was really unhappy at that point. Especially when I transitioned, like things changed at my job. Wasn't like I really just didn't want to be there anymore. And then when I got signed on Adidas, I just immediately decided like, okay, I'll just do with a little less money, and I'm just gonna try and make this work for a while. So at least I can, like, I'd rather be broke and happy than rich and sad.
right.
That makes sense. Um,
That makes sense. Yeah.
and it kind of worked out until now. Like I can afford my rent, and I managed to get by. So I don't think it was a hard decision for me to make. It was more of like a now or never thing.
Right.
So it's just like let's just do it, and didn't really think twice about it.
Yeah. So I guess follow-up question is, does skating feel more like a job now, like before? Like, do you have to approach it with professionalism, or, does it feel like it's a list of tasks that you have to accomplish, or that kind of thing?
I'd say it does feel more like a job, but it's never gonna be a job. Or like to me, it's never gonna be a job because it's something I love to do. But there's definitely a little more like, okay, I have to make sure I get this done. Or I guess there's a difference between going on a trip that's meant to put out a shoe commercial or whatever than just going on a trip with your friends. There's definitely more pressure of like, okay, I need to like at least film some clips, or I can't just do whatever I want and then not show up to skate the next day. Or so there's more to it now, I guess. There's more angles. Like, okay, I gotta keep my social media, gotta keep doing the smaller things too. Gotta make sure I get the photos. But I would have be doing the same thing if it wasn't a job. So I wouldn't say it really feels like a job.
Yeah, absolutely. How did you end up getting hooked up with Adidas in the first place?
I've been on Adidas Flow for a long time. I would say 10 years probably. That I got like shoes from the distribution here, and then I guess I've known Maite for a long time too, and then I like hadn't seen Maite in years because she was traveling all the time and I was just home. I moved to a different city that's like kind of far from each other. And then I saw Maite in Paris, I think it's like 2.5 years ago. And she was like, oh, we're doing this demo in Amsterdam. You should come. I went there and then I met Torsten and
Torsten
Benny
Frank,
Fairfax. And the vibe was good. And they let me skate the demo with them. And then I think Maite had a trip coming up for her part, Amore Mio part. And Maite was like, hey, Lau, you should like come on this trip. Maybe you could get like guest trick for my part or whatever. So I went on that trip, and that was a trip with Torsten, and then Maite, Lily, Patrick Sandsgraf, Niels Bennett. And I guess kind of after that trip, they were like, hey, we want to have you on more trips. And then I guess from there on, I was like, yeah, but I have a job. So like, I can't just take leave. And I guess that's where it kind of started happening.
That's awesome. So you said you've been getting flow from Adidas for a while and you've been hooked up for a while. How did your sponsors handle your transition? Like were they just like, oh, that's great? Or like was anybody tripping or anything?
No, nobody was tripping. Everybody was really nice. I guess the distribution I skated for that gave me boards. The guy who worked there was like, oh yeah, that kind of makes sense, honestly. So like, I don't think some people were surprised, others weren't, but nobody was like, everybody was just happy for me, and they were like, hey, like, let us know if there's anything we can do. Like, are you still skating? Like, do you still want to get shoes and boards? And I was like, yeah, for sure.
That's got to be an amazing feeling. Like I can't imagine what the coming out process is like, but to have it go positively, it's got to be reassuring, I would imagine, right?
Yeah, it was really hard at first because I kind of quit skating first before coming out because I was like, yeah, like I'm not gonna do this. Like this is not gonna be fun. Like people are gonna hate on me or bully me or whatever. But then I guess when I did come out to my friends, I quickly was like, okay, it's like I still want to skate. Like I don't care what people will say or what people will think or whatever. And then I guess my friends all being cool and like my sponsors being cool, that was a reason for me to just keep doing what I did. And I think my skating's gotten so much better because of it. So yeah, I was really, I might say that was like the best feeling I've ever had.
Yeah, it's dope. Along those lines, there are some really super technical combos in your new part. Like, how do you come up with that stuff?
I don't know. Which ones are we talking about?
I think where it's like you go like ledge trick to manual to flip out off a curb. I think something along those lines.
We were actually skating that. So like on the other side of that spot, it's like the same curb, but it's just a curb.
Yeah.
And we were skating that one, and I just like, I wasn't really stoked on it or hyped on it. I just started like skating around a bit. Everybody was just skating, so there wasn't any like pressure or whatever. And we're just having fun, like joking around. And then we went from the other side, and I did like Manny 250 on that ledge, and then started thinking like, hey, maybe something like just up the stairs would be cool. And then I did a 5-0 up the stairs, and I think I like half slipped out on the first one, and I was like, oh, I can actually like just pivot over over the top, and then I was like, oh wait, let's try that one too many. Did that one too many, and then it was like, okay, maybe I can flip out. I guess it mostly happens just like that, just like
Yeah.
joking around at a spot, and having fun, and then all of a sudden something like almost works, and then you're like, hey, I think maybe I can do this or this, or like at least for me, that's how that works.
That sounds like a good process. I feel like a lot of times I get ideas in my head and then I get to the spot and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not good enough for that. This is like way harder than I thought.
I have those too, especially seeing spots in videos and being like, oh, wait, that looks so good to do this trick on. And then you go there and you're like, oh, is it that high? Oh,
Right. Yeah. Oh, this is rough. This is hard. The kink is harsher than I thought. Yeah. It's so many
Yeah.
factors.
I try never to be prepared. I just like try to show up at a spot and then figure out what I can do instead of being like, oh, I need to go there to try this trick because then I'll always end up like being disappointed.
So is that kind of how your process is for filming? You just kind of go to as many spots as possible and see what you can get?
I guess mostly. Sometimes I'll have these like tricks where I'll be like, I really want to film this trick. And then I will look for spots that are like possible candidates to do it on. But mostly I'm just like, what spot do I want to skate? Like what spot looks fun to skate or looks cool or and then I'll just go there and be like, okay, what could I do? What could I film that I haven't filmed yet?
Right. Can you give me an example of one of those tricks where you thought of it beforehand and you're like, where can I go and do this trick?
The shove it nose grind 180, shove it crook 180. That's one where we're like, oh, like, where should I do that one? And then ended up being the local ledge spot, which I had to go back for 2 or 3 times. So that was one of those where I was like, oh, that spot will be really good and it's gonna look super cool. And then start trying it and you're like, this doesn't grind for shit.
I know, like what you were saying earlier, like that the spot is rough. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, maybe that spot would have been easier in Barcelona. That trick maybe would have been easier in Barcelona or something.
True, but would it have looked so good? Like sometimes it's like I'll try it and I'll tell my friend like, I don't know, maybe we should find another spot, and my friend's like, no, this spot looks so good on camera, like you have to do it at this spot.
Yeah, there's definitely that, like the aesthetics of how the trick and the spot come together.
Yeah, Lau, this is kind of a nerdy gear question. In your new part, you're skating Venture some, Indy some, and also Thunder some. So what truck brand do you like riding currently?
Wait, am I skating indies?
I think there's like one trick, maybe. I don't know. Not sure.
Oh, with the Baker board.
Yeah, probably.
That was because I broke my board and I just borrowed somebody else's board.
Oh, right on.
I borrowed the filmer's board to do that one, and then I used to skate. I guess there's like 1 or 2 tricks probably where I'm skating Thunders because I used to skate Thunders back in the day. But it's Ventures, and I swear by Ventures.
There you go. That's what we like to hear on this podcast.
That's what Jason likes to hear.
I've always skated Ventures back in the day, and I guess like changing my whole life, I've decided to change my trucks for once. But then I went back to Ventures quickly.
Dope. All right.
Yeah. Jason's a venture head. He loves ventures.
Yeah, there you go.
Best trucks ever. Shout out Venture.
Awake. So I want to talk about your trip to the Canary Islands. Sounds like that was pivotal in your skating.
It was. Yeah.
Can you tell us about the trip and why it was pivotal?
Yeah. So I think I mentioned this before, but I kind of quit skating for a bit. Didn't really want to was afraid to be involved with it still. And then I guess like when I came out to some of my best friends, they were like, okay, but let's do a trip together. Like, let's go to the Canary Islands. Like, nobody knows you. Like, you can just be you. We can just all go out and skate together. I'll bring my camera and we'll see if we end up doing stuff. Like, it's fine if we don't. It's all good. Like, it's just a friend's trip. So I went on that trip, and I just think I realized how much I missed skateboarding. Like I was like, fuck, like how could I even think I could stop skating? Like I need to do this. Like this is what like keeps me alive in a way. And I guess we ended up filming a couple tricks on that trip. Never been as sore in my life as I've been on that trip, from not skating for a long time to like skating every day again.
Yeah.
But I owe that to my friends. Like they really like kind of convinced me to go with them, and we had like the best time ever. And I came back from that trip and I was just like, okay, fuck it. I'm telling everybody. I'm skating. Like I don't care.
That's dope. What are the spots like there? Because it seems like a random place for there to be like actual spots to skate.
There's actually some really, really, really cool spots. I guess you'll know a couple of them probably. There's like a big gray pyramid bank. If I don't know if you've seen Maite's Marimio part, but her ender is in Canary Islands.
Oh, okay.
And then there's like that really steep red quarter wall. I guess Skanky skates it a lot.
He lives there, right?
He lives there, I guess.
Yeah. Wow.
And then there's some good ledge spots there too. There's like this super mellow kink ledge that's really cool to skate. I have the podium gap, which is really cool. There's not, I would say, tons and tons of spots there, but the spots that are there are just fun and good.
Perfect skate destination then.
I would say, yeah.
So I want to talk about your love and unity part. How I loved how it had a narrative arc that kind of speaks to your transition. How did that idea come about to kind of like start it with like the struggle on the drop in, and then, you know, struggle on a few other tricks, and then as you're transitioning, your skating's getting better, kind of is the narrative. Like, how did that idea come about?
It kind of came from that first trip, I would say, the Canary Islands trip. Because we did film a couple tricks there, and I guess my friend and I were talking about like, should we do like a part, or like what should we do? And we kind of both came up with that idea, like your part, kind of like we could put a story in there. Like we have this footage of you now, like we'll just keep filming like along your transition, and then we'll see like where we end up. And then we did have those old clips left from the drop in, and I guess we were talking like, hey, wouldn't that be like a good ender, and just like you'll have to do it again, but we can use the bails from the first time and then have you make it now. So I guess that's something like we kind of came up with together and like talked about it along the way too. Be like, oh, would this be a cool clip, or would this be a good thing to do? Or talked about what it would mean for me. Also, I don't really want to be like, I don't want to lie about who I am. Like everybody can know I'm transgender. So like kind of wanted to put that in there. So I'm not like hiding myself or whatever. Like I'm just showing everybody like this is who I am, and take it or leave it. So yeah, really, really stoked on that part, and really stoked on what my friend did with the edit. Turned out like better than I expected it to be.
Yeah, it was really rad and like really like kind of inspirational. So like, yeah,
Thank you.
big fan.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Go ahead, Jason.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh, I just have a couple more questions. Do you have any hobbies or anything like that besides skating?
I do. I probably have like a bunch more than I can think of right now. I used to play a little guitar, but I guess like all those things, with skating being so much in focus right now, all those other things kind of like got lost a little bit. There's only so much time in a day.
Seriously.
And it's just like hanging out with my friends, like with my best friend. We play, I don't know how you say it in English, petanque sometimes. Do you know what that is?
I've heard that. What is petanque?
It's like when you throw those, you throw like a small ball in the middle of this like grid field, and then you throw like bigger iron balls at it, and then whoever's closest to the smaller ball like kind of wins.
Oh, it's like bocce or something?
Oh, is it called bocce? It's like
think
French.
so, yeah.
It's a French game. It's called jeu de boule in French. But we like our friend group just kind of started doing this over the summer, so it's kind of our new thing that we do. We just meet up and go play that somewhere in the park and just like chill all together.
Sounds nice. Skaters are very critical, and I feel like as a trans woman, you get even more critical commentary. How do you deal with that?
I just don't deal with it. Like no, I would say like it was definitely harder in the beginning than it is now. I don't mind criticism either. Like if you don't like my skating, you don't like my skating. That's all fair. I just hate like the stuff people are saying sometimes. It's crazy to me. It's all about my identity and not about skating. So I wouldn't say that's criticism. I would just say that's hateful. But on the other hand, I really don't care about it. Like go hate. Like if you look at my Facebook, for example, everything I post has more hate comments than positive comments. But that's good. It's good engagement. Like you'll see me show up even more. Like the more you hate, the more you're gonna see me. And I guess if nobody's hating, then I'm not doing a good job. So I must be doing a good job at this point.
Well, I think you're killing it, not just because you're getting hate.
No, but I try to not let it I try to turn it into something positive. Like most of the people who are hating, it's really not about my skating. It's about who I am. And they're the same people that say that the trans identity shouldn't be your whole identity and whatnot. And like, it isn't. I'm just skating. I just put out a part as a skater, and they're the ones making it all about who I am. So I just try to see it from a standpoint where they are giving me so much more reach and engagement. So they can do all they want. Like I really don't care about it.
Very healthy outlook.
I try to keep seeing it that way. It'll get to me at some points, like, but not the way they want to get to me, though. So
Yeah. So each kind of along those lines, each of your parts ends with a message. The Lao part or the love and unity part ends with thank you, and the their part ends with a middle finger. And the filmer says for all the haters.
yeah,
Is that going to be like a theme going forward, or does that just kind of happen?
I don't know. That just kind of happened. I guess we were on the way to the spot or the day before or something. I was talking with Torsten about some hateful stuff, and then I guess I ended up doing that trick, and Torsten just like said like I'm gonna make a message, and I just filmed the shadow. So that just kind of happened. Maybe we should turn that into a team. Yeah, good idea.
I think it'd be rad.
Thanks for the insights. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I look forward to the next one. Speaking of what's next,
What's next? I guess Copenhagen Open, and then I think I'll have one or two more trips. I'll probably be in San Francisco for Unity Fest.
Oh, dope.
And I'm working on something, trying to work on something, but I don't know like how much time I will need to finish that. So let's just go with the flow at this point. I don't really have any big things planned or lined up. So
nice. Well, I'm sure Adidas will keep you busy. It seems like they're always sending you on trips these days.
they might. I don't know. Like at the moment, it's actually, except for that, I'm trying to film as much as I can at home, but it's been kind of mellow. So I just like gonna enjoy this for a little bit and then see whatever comes my way.
Sounds good. Home for you is Ghent, right? Or
Yeah.
Brussels?
Ghent, yeah.
That's dope. How far away is that from Brussels?
Say like 45-minute train,
Oh, that ain't bad.
45-minute car drive too, depending on traffic.
Yeah, that's like across town for me. Light work.
Belgium's not that big. I think it's like a 3-hour drive, like east to west.
Oh, wow. That's like, I feel like driving across Oregon is probably like 4 or 5 hours.
Damn. Yeah.
Yeah, like Virginia, I think if you were going to drive like from one end to the other, it'd be like 6 or 7 hours, like from the very tip to the tip. I don't know. Something like that. Yeah, Belgium's pretty small. Oh, wait. Along those lines, Belgium and that kind of thing. Belgian fries are famous the world over for being the best. So what was your take on, yeah. So what was your take on American fries when you came over here?
Damn, In-N-Out fries.
Yeah, or
Where
whatever.
they're from, probably the worst I had. I guess that's the thing I always miss when I'm on a trip is like fries. It's like the first thing I eat when I get home.
Yeah, if you ever go to New York, there's this place called Pomme Frites,
Yeah,
and it's like a Belgian fry spot. They have like a million different types of like mayonnaise and stuff like that. It's really dope. If you're ever in New York City,
cool. I gotta keep that in mind.
yeah, seriously,
Yeah, we need to see Lau in New York. I feel like
Yeah, that'd be
you
dope.
could do some crazy shit at Pyramid Ledge or something.
I haven't been there. I've been there when I was like a kid, like 13 years old. I went there with my parents, like little vacation, but it's not like I haven't been there for skating or in my adult life. I really want to go there.
Yeah, Adidas.
Yeah,
Get the
adventure
ticket.
there, deluxe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that might be the plan in the coming months or next year. Guess I'll have to try and skip winter here. So, but then it's not good anymore.
Yeah, it's winter in New York too. I've got like a personal question, personal for me. You're good at crook backside shove it.
Yeah,
I've done that one day. I could do it, and then you know how it is. You're like, don't go to the right spot. Don't do it for a while. So like,
Yeah.
what's the secret on that trick?
I guess it's mostly in the front foot where I push on my heel really hard when I do it.
Like out, like off the
Like-
ledge instead of like forward.
Like no, yeah, like on the ledge, like on your heel, like really on your heel, instead of like being in the middle of your foot. I would say, like really on my
Okay.
heel, and then I try to push my board out in front of me and land it with my back foot. Like I almost
Alright.
fall backwards when I do it. I would say
All right.
it's hard to explain that through audio.
I'm gonna try and skate tomorrow morning, and I'll give it a try.
Let me
I
know.
might hit you up
Please
for more
let me
tips.
know. Yeah.
Oh, one thing that I found super interesting about in your Dolores interview, you talked about how you were treated differently when you transitioned, and I don't know. For me, like it kind of was a good like check on my privilege. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't like to say that you are privileged. Like I don't think it's like, I mean you are, but I guess that's something I really like. I was talking about it before. Like my job wasn't fun anymore and whatnot. I guess like after I transitioned, I went from like the main, let's say main character as an engineer to somebody who was just like overlooked, not listened to. And I would say on multiple levels. Say my boss maybe the least of it. More like coworkers who are like on that same level. They would just like, or people like that were new that didn't know me before. They would just be like, "What's this bitch gonna tell me?" Like, just like ignore me. I would sometimes like have to do something and convince people to try something or whatever, and they would just like not do it and like try to make fun of me, where I would have to like go the different route and ask one of my colleagues and be like, hey, like I have this idea, can you go and explain it to them, because they won't listen to me, and then it would work. Or I would come up with an idea in a meeting, and then a week later I would see it like how do you say it, like they executed my idea,
yeah, exactly.
and somebody else's name is on there, and it's just like, I don't know, no more authority, no more just being overlooked. And I guess that was the moment where I was like, okay, fuck this job. Like, yeah, it was definitely
but-
weird to have that happen and have that feeling of feeling like, oh, wow, like that's how you all look at women, like insane.
Yeah, it's crazy, especially for people who have known you and then like treat you differently. Yeah, I just thanks for sharing that. I thought that was really eye opening.
I honestly also don't think they do it intentionally. I guess that's just their, like how they grew up or were raised. Like if somebody with nail polish tells you something, then it's less true or less meaningful than if somebody who doesn't wear nail polish tells you that. Like I don't know what's behind all that. Like because some of them were my friends, so I really don't think they were intentional about it, but it did happen. Like
Yeah, just some kind of like internalized sexism or something. Like
yeah, probably
it's interesting.
something.
Well, I mean, I got my trick tip, so I'm I think we've got everything
You're all
covered.
good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try that trick tip too. Also, once it stops raining here. Wow.
Oh, is the weather bad?
Yeah, today it's like a rainy day, so there's no skating today.
We have been having a heat wave.
There you go.
I guess now it's like a couple days where it's like more chill, not as hot, but I haven't seen rain in a while. Kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's like I think it was like close to 100 yesterday here. Really hot. Yeah. But I mean, I skate before work, so it's like 65 or something. So it's actually pretty perfect.
What's before work? What time do you go to the park? Or
Like I'll get up at like 6 or 6:30 or something, and there's like a curb. Like I ride my bike down the street, skate the curb for like 45 minutes, and then get to work at 8:30. I work from
Damn,
home,
that's-
so it's like not too
that's
bad.
dedication though, like waking up extra early to go skate.
I'm a morning person, so it's not too hard. Well, I'm very stoked to have had you on the show, Lau. Thank you so much.
Yeah, man.
Thank you guys. Really, I'm really happy really stoked to be on the show.
Perfect. Well, that brings us to the part of our show where we talk about what we're stoked on. Lau Willems, what are you stoked on this week?
I was really stoked on Guy's part, Guy Silva. And I know Kevin White's dropping a part, I guess, on Thursday. So I'm stoked to see that one too. And I just moved into a new apartment. I'm really stoked on my room.
Nice. New digs are always nice. Jason, what are you stoked on this week?
Stoked on, and I think it's safe to say that Lau is stoked on this as well. It's Venture Trucks out of San Francisco, California. Stoked on a recent Cliche retrospective edit that was posted on the Film Trucks YouTube. Cliche may or may not be back. I don't know. We'll see. It'll be dope if they are. Stoked on, this is kind of old, but it's a Peter Smolik interview on a podcast called Wall Ride X from like December. That guy's quite a character, so a definitely entertaining listen. And stoked on surfing because I learned how to surf last week, which was fun as shit. Templeton, what are you stoked on this week?
I am stoked on the aerosol video out of Australia. Super, super good. Kind of, for me, came out of nowhere and just like banged me over the head. And also stoked on updating my flick. I was skating the other day and was like, let me try and do this heel flip a little farther up the nose. And it was way better. So I had been flicking at like about 10 or 10:30 off the nose, switched it up to about 11, and it's way better. So you're never too old to change. That's it for our show this week. Be sure to check out mostlyskateboarding.net for links to things that we talked about and other show notes. Until next time, you can keep up with us all week online. Lau, where can the people find you?
You can find me on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, but I'd say mostly Instagram. It's @Lau_Willems. I guess that's like my main social media.
All right. Check her on the gram. Jason, where can the people find you?
On the Twitter @Carbonite1994, Instagram @FrozenCarbonite, and writing stuff for quartersnacks.com. Templeton, where can the people find you?
You can find me on Instagram @MostlySkateboarding, and you can find the show on YouTube @MostlySkateboarding. We'll see you guys next week.
There.
All right. Lau, thank you so much. This was really
thanks
fun.
so much.
Thank you guys. I'm really happy to do this.
Down.